Alright, man, that's good. That's good with me. A little Final Fantasy VIII music to start this off. Moving by FF8 is one of my all-time favorite tracks. Damn, my mic is moving. Had all this time to set up. Can't get it right. Hang on. That's much shit. Okay. Is this a mess? This is a mess. Anyway. Okay, here we go. This good? Am I on the screen? I am on the screen. Why is this moving? Good? Okay, stay there. Alright, last time I was playing this, I got to the Tomb of the Dynast King, right? I'm gonna be moving through the Dynast King's tomb, but I gotta get a couple spells and weapons and stuff in the dungeon as I'm progressing through it. There's some really cool stuff, dude. There's the Dispel spell, right? Very, very useful in this game. There's a lot of monster hunts and bosses where you need to constantly dispel the buffs that monsters have. And then I'm gonna get an Esper in this dungeon. God, it's been a while since I was on here to play this, my bad. Just busy. A little Hengrin. That's right, she's doing the white mage thing. How's everybody's license points? I remember I was trying to get Ash a bunch of points so that she could unlock things like channeling, but not only channeling, there's something else. I got one before down here. What was it? Spellbound. Okay, duration of status effects. This was important because I didn't want her to cast Protect and Shell constantly. It was burning up all her MP, so I had to get this on her. And then yeah, here's Dispel. That'll be good. I wonder if we're gonna get the second job soon. I know at a certain point you unlock a second job or side class, that kind of thing. Do I want this? Do I want White Whirl? I'm just getting my affairs in order because I'm gonna be going into this dungeon and right, I don't think I need to equip anything. I already talked to Dice. I think he was the item shop, weapon shop guy before. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can head in. Right, is everything on? Everything working correctly? Game audio's on? Alright. Let's head on in. The Tomb of Wraithwall. Now I remember, this is the Demon Wall area. They're just telling him it's a teleporter. What more do a Skypar need to know? Yeah, it's just a teleporter. That's all he needs to know, right? From what I... Okay, we can't really see it, but to the top, like up and to the left, like here we are. Up and to the left is where the Dispel thing is. I have to get that. I don't like saying Dispel spell. It sounds dumb. But yeah, that's what I need to get. So is that one goes into this one. Right, is this... You take on the wall right away? Yeah, you can't access those other doors, so yeah, here he is. Should be fun. I love this song, dude. I love the song Chase.
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
Now, you don't want to fight him here. You want to fight him in the next zone, because in the next zone, you can kind of stall him and kill him a lot slower than you need to here. We're gonna run. I remember watching this strat on G4, dude. Way, way back in the day. Holy man. 2006?
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
I think I'm gonna hit this. Touch the brazier. Alright, so that slows him down. You want to work your way up. Because you want to hit as many torches as you can to buy yourself as much time as you can to fight him. Right, so if I can get up here by this one. Okay. Start fighting this piece of shit. Can you steal anything cool from him? He doesn't have anything. Forget it. Oh, he doesn't have that much health. Here. Let's just do it right away.
How about some of this?
This is boss battles in 12, dude. Just doing quickening chains. Charge. Got two Bosch. No charge from Vaughn or Ash yet? Damn, alright. It's fine, it cuts down the time. He might already be dead.
I must endure.
I ruined it. Yeah, that did a lot. Alright, let's stop him. He's gonna die. I'm confident we can kill him, but we don't want him to move. Oh shit, he did X Zone? So he just banished Vossler. That's something from Final Fantasy V, actually. Yeah, he's not too bad. I was just thinking, where's Vossler? He's in the X Zone, baby. He's in the void. Holy shit, he's really gone. Is there any way to get him out of there? What about an item? I think that's a waste. What if I go into the next zone? Does that work? Zord. This boss was in 7, right? Yeah, in the Temple of the Ancients. Yeah. The Demon Wall first showed up in 4, I think. First showed up in 4 when you're getting the dark crystals, yeah. I don't know if it showed up in 3, I don't think so. Oh wait, he's back now. Okay, you just gotta go to the next screen. Vox? Anyway, what's going on, Zord? Now I'm trying to think, do I go through this door or do I hit the teleporter? The teleporter... Huh. I can figure it out. Let's see if it even works. That's good. Alright, doesn't work. Just gonna move on. What? It comes back! Are you shitting me? Hey, fuck you, man. I'm gonna fight you again. Shit, do we have torches? Oh, dude, there's no torches. We might be screwed. Hang on, let me see if I can run. Okay, you can run again. I'm not chancing it. I know I said I was gonna fight him. I'm not chancing it. Forget it. I got some things here. Now, the two things I want to get here is Dispel and the Blood Sword. The Blood Sword I don't think is that strong. It's a cool weapon, right? It's the weapon from 2 where any damage you do, you know, get that in health back. But yeah, I just want to get Dispel, and then I think I can just head to the end, get the Esper. Oh, there's a technic here. Shades of Black. Seems like they're all in the same area.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your Majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard. It sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Alright, now I see where we are. This dungeon's pretty big. All of the dungeons in 12 are pretty big, actually. I'm guessing none of these work. Maybe that takes you to the entrance. So I'm trying to get... See where I'm looking? I think I'm trying to get up there. Or down here. Yeah. We'll move this way. Down here.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty cool, man. You got these bats just flying around. And these huge staircases. Didn't she just give him protect? FF12 is considered to be from Squaresoft and Sakaguchi because he gave it the green light. It achieved a record for the longest development period from 2000 to 2006. 6-year development, yeah. It definitely was a long time. And man, I aged a lot between when they announced this game and when it came out. Same thing for 15, right? When it was Versus. There it is. Nice, okay. Now, Blood Sword. Yeah, I don't think I gotta worry about that. Yeah, Sakaguchi, I don't think he was heavily involved in this game. I think it was more like Hiroyuki Ito and the tactics / Vagrant story guys. Don't quote me on this, man. I don't know for sure. I just think it's like, I've said this before, dude. I just think it's crazy that they thought to make a game in Ivalice.
Yeah.
They were like, no, we're not going to do Nobuo, and, you know, we're going to do this different thing. And I wonder if it was because Nobuo was kind of on his way out, because he didn't do the music in this game. I think he did the ending credit theme, right? But he didn't do any music in 13. So they were probably like, well, if it's not Nobuo and it's not Sakaguchi, maybe we'll make an Ivalice game, and that way, you know, it won't be judged as harshly. I'm just throwing shit out there, man. Like I said, I don't know if that's for sure. This is just a guess. What are we looking at here? All right, I'm in the shit. Here, can we use this? Oh, here, if I unlock it. He probably doesn't have that much health, but... He died instantly. Damn, I haven't been stealing. If this gambit ends up being a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna say forget it. You right? Yeah? Am I? A man who guesses is right? Yeah, as I've said previously, I just remember being mad that Vaughn looked so stupid. Like, when I first saw this game in the magazines and stuff, yeah, Vaughn looked really stupid to me. He looked like a girl, and then I was mad that it wasn't, like, properly turn-based. Wait, what? I have antidote. Now you can continue going through here. I don't think it's going to yield any like significant treasure. Maybe there's a chance that you can go up to one of those chests, right, and get something rare if you're really, really lucky. Alright, so 6 through 11. Yeah, we don't have to go over there. It would just be grinding. Damn, you know, I know people would like... I think like the large majority of people would hate this idea. But dude, I wonder what it would be like if FF XVII was directed by Nomura. I mean, for real, right? I know people are like hesitant about that idea because people feel weird about storytelling in Kingdom Hearts and they feel weird about the storytelling in Remake. But dude, what do we have to lose at this point? Right? Like, people have been waiting for a real knockout since FF10. Like, why not just make a weird Nomura Final Fantasy? I mean, if it looked like 7, 8, and 10, it would have my vote right there. I mean, shit, I think that's what, you know, Versus 13 was going to be. Right? All the team of Kingdom Hearts, but you're making an FF game. And that's why to this day I'm still a truther. I'm not gonna let that shit go. Ever. Ever. I wanna see if there's anything cool. Oh, Vanish. I'm looking down at my guide. It's at the edge of one of these. Down below? Yeah, it might be down below. There it is. Gotta love that speed. Oh. Look at this. Don't do it, Vossler. I got it. I'm smooth. Alright, potency. I'll do 10%. Yeah, if I can get the swiftness as soon as I can, that's a great idea. Especially for my healer. Max HP. Man, the Elan or the Ulan has the weirdest license board ever. Like, this is where it starts, right? And then it goes, like, right into the ultimate weapons, along with cheap gambit slots and technics. And yeah, there's some augments and gambits, then it goes into... Man, this is so weird. Like a racetrack. Damn, he like immediately... He just immediately goes to the new enemy to try and steal.
Yeah.
He's gone? Wait, there's no chests? I'm always really paranoid about that, right? I think it's because I grew up playing the older RPGs where, oh, you missed that chest in the dungeon? Well, that was like the next best weapon for the next 5 to 10 hours of the game. Like, you should have looked around. I'm just scared of... I got FOMO, man. I'm fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's 2 pedestals down. Do we need 3? I got this. Alright, I'm on it. These guys drench you in oil? He keeps dividing, he's like a cell. Wait, oh, this guy's medium. Bossler is so broken. This guy's doing 3-4 hit combos every 3 or 4 attacks. Oh, I'm in the secret realm now? Man, we're still... Yeah. We're still having trouble keeping up here. That'll change. I think I'm gonna make Vaughn a red mage for his second job, so it's gonna be okay. He'll start helping out with the healing and the protect and the shell. Yeah, right now, Ash is pretty overwhelmed. I'm gonna be real, I don't think I've ever used a summon in this
Fog?
game.
Underground?
Not to fight.
Not fog. Mist. You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
Alright, this is where the treasure is, right? Gonna have to take a look around. I'm trying to get a Technic Shades of Black. Then I want to get the Blood Sword. Gotta go down. Oh yeah, let's see this thing. Little bit, okay, a little bit weaker, but you get sap. I wonder if I should try it. Where's the board? Did I go past it? Isn't it, doesn't it have its own space? Am I blind? I think I have streamer brain. I think it's on this board, I just don't see it. I must look so dumb right now. It's not in the Esper bonus. Dude, that's weird. I don't have it. Oh, it's down here? Why would they put it over there? It's not that strong, and that is strange. Yeah, this is Belias down here. I better, bust out the handkerchief. Yeah, he's a fire summon. You don't want to have oil on your guy. You're gonna do twice the damage then. Dude, Saber? That's a Final Fantasy I spell. Powers up your attack and your accuracy. I actually just learned about that today on the FF Union. They got a lot of great videos. Right, Greater Barrier. Not today. Firaha. Holy shit. 6-hit combo. My god. For Final Fantasy XII, they went back to Esper.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
He always has the best, like, comebacks or lines. He always has the best stuff. Shades of Black. Is there another boss? God, I love this song.
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
What? You will be avenged.
Only he can see. Dawn Shard. This song. You know what's interesting about that cutscene? Is back in the day, you know, everybody asks, like, why is Vaughn in the party? What is the purpose of him being here? He doesn't have really a major, you know, purpose in the story. And I remember seeing that cutscene and thinking, oh, maybe like Rex and Vaughn are half-brothers of Ash. And therefore, like, he's gonna get caught up with the kingdom and everything like that. That would have been a great way to include Vaughn and Rex in the story, I think. Like, Rex kind of has the same color hair as Ash. But nah, he's just here. He's just a guy. He's bored. Just along for the ride. Now we're about to get captured. Alright, I got all those techniques, those spells. I'm gonna save it. Only one character can obtain this license. It will be removed from the board. Second license board. So Vaughn gets it. Yeah, so there's no real effect. Okay, so I think... Should we do this right away? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make him a red mage. Let me see. It's dark, he's got some time magic, green magic, protect shell. Yeah, some offensive stuff. Does he have, like, Cura? He does have Cura and Raise. Alright, yeah, let's do this for now. Damn, I need so many license points now. Bosch. Rose Corsage. I think with Ash, I normally make her a knight. Yeah. Now I can actually give her some good weapons. See if she's got, Ancient Sword. She needs 35 points. Dude, they're sending the entire fleet after them. It's like 5 or 6 people, dude. They're sending...
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwald's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
The betrayal.
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite.
Are you mad, Vossler? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
Captain Azalus has struck a wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ash to reclaim her throne, and the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored. Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone, you must admit, is more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
Lady Ash, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
The voice acting in this game is sick.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanastre soon. I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
You gotta give it up, man. The writing in 12 is pretty good. Oh, he's saying that to that guy and what it leads to?
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars has the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
A son of Dalmasca.
Our equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Game is so sick.
Fran? Such heat! The mist, it's burning!
6,800, 6,900, 7,000! This must be de-factor nethicite! The count still climbs!
Ah, we found it at last. True day-affected nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, Vane.
What is this? Something's wrong!
What is it?
You stand!
Hold her down!
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up. I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
No farther! Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen. Why do this, Bash? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
All too well. Fuck you bastards, we're taking back Dalmasca. Alright, we gotta turn that gambit off. Alright, Chronos tier. He's pretty buffed up. We're gonna dispel all that crap off of him. From what I remember though, he can do some like crazy critical hits. He can do like 6-7 hit combos. Look at that. He's starting. The lower his health goes, yeah, oh shit, now he's in it. Yeah, it's not Berserk, it's just its own thing. Whatever Bosch is tanking.
Engine power falling rapidly. It's negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down there?
Happened.
The nephesite's draining the ship's power.
Disengage it at once.
I want that
We're
number
trying
3
to get
unit
it.
seal.
Let me infected. Reach critical in 300. Cascade failure.
Ash, let's go.
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
I know you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late? I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
How did they get out of there? Did they steal a ship?
This might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
What's that? I think it's the dawn shard.
And what are we waiting for?
How are you gonna pick that thing up out of the sky, dude? What? You just gonna, like, put your arm out and grab it?
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk. The 8th Fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army lost. As word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire, quit I Bujeba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Don Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ash then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th Fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
Biding time. There's so many FMVs in this game, dude. Final Fantasy 15 should be buried in the desert, dude. This has had countless FMVs. Final Fantasy 15 had 3. What the hell is going on?
The Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency, though he be your son, justice must be served.
A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son.
A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lauser will make for a fine emperor.
Lauser so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Lauser has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
That guy has it so rough, man. He's trying to help his country, and his son is like a piece of shit, and he knows it. And he's just trying to figure out, what the hell do I do in this situation? And I'm dying. That guy has it so rough.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
You know your stuff.
Destructive power of such force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ash, you know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia.
More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vane wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard, most likely the Midlight Shard, too. Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Very well. Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them. Dalmasca does not forget kindness, nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died, and the Empire will know remorse.
You even know how to use it?
The Garif may know. The Garif people live by the old ways. Matricide lore is a part of their culture. They may hear it, the cry of the Nethicite's power, whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Gareth.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you.
For wedding ring?
I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
What do you mean something more valuable?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me? What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
Kind of breaking the fourth wall, like, why are you in the party? He doesn't know either.
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know. But we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
Damn, if it's raining in the plains and I'm not able to kill the Cluckatrice, I'll have to come back and do that. What's this? Got some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go turn in my clan rank. I know he's gonna give me some stuff for that, but I also want to see what hunts are available. Oh shit, my controller's dying, that's right. Start charging the other one. Oh, I gotta turn that in. I didn't talk to him? I can teleport over there. I can do that or take the airship. I think I bought the gambits I need. Oh, there's people eating out here? I never noticed that. You got a lot of work to do. Rabinaster, Cheryl. Jensen Sand Sea. Weapon Shop. And Colados Segumu. The Crocodile. I lost a ring. So much. Oh boy. We did not make any money. God, yeah, if you don't steal... Well, I have old equipment I can sell, I think. I don't think a lot, but... Is this guy drinking? He's like, I gotta watch this place, so I'm drinking here, rather than the bar, because I can't go to the bar. And Cheryl? Not long back, I was dispatched to make a survey of the outlying desert. Alright. Western Sand and further west into the Sand Sea. The Wyvern Lord didn't worry the others, certainly worried me. Alright, he's afraid it's going to attack the city. Take the Amal challenge. $15 and $10. All right, let's see. Magic power goes down. Alright then. +6. +6 to Ash. +5 magic resistance. Yeah, so I'm trying to think, because, the heavy armor it prioritizes physical defense. The mystic armor obviously prioritizes magic defense, and I don't know if the light armor is in between that. Because I'm kind of wondering if I should get him the soldier's cap and then the chainmail. For Bosch, that's +3. Here, let me start selling stuff. The chopper. Should I keep that? He could use this. I did it again, dude. I bought it and I didn't equip it. God damn it. The balaclava? Boy, he can't use light armor. Yeah, he can use Mystic. Strength goes down, but that's fine. We're gonna start using magic with him. Yeah, there we go. Double EXP, round shield. I wish I could write myself a note in this game. Don't forget to equip this after you get the points. Well, I think that's it. I think, yeah, what time are we looking at? 8:51? Okay, we gotta go through the Giza Plains. Then maybe we can call it a night. What's up, Misa? Okay, Time Mage? Slow immobilize. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna do Time Mage. He's out of points. Anyway, Hey, how you doing tonight? I'm doing good. Been having a great night playing 12. Things have been going great. How about you? So then, I gotta go over to Bujerba real quick. I'm wondering if I should buy Poach. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'll buy it, damn it. Okay. Off to Bujerba. Same, I'm just chilling right now? Yeah. Dude, I've got this crazy story to tell that happened to me on Friday night. It was very, very weird. Okay, let's see. Westgate, Eastgate? Southgate. Teleport. Yeah, teleport crystal. Is that good? Okay, we're gonna warp over to Bujerba real quick. Then I'll tell the story, right? Okay, let's go to Bujerba. Dude, I thought I turned this in. I guess I just beat him and I left? My pet has learned his lesson and come home. He's miniature now. His name is Carbo? Survival vest? Okay. Alright, so you ready for this, dude? Okay. So check this out, right? Do you hear me pretty well? Game's not overpowering me? Alright. I'll tell this story, right? So, it's Friday night, dude. I am at a bar. Right? I'm at a bar. I'm having a good time. I'm having a few drinks. All is going good, right? I'm just chilling there by myself, dude. I'm not with a big group or anything. I was sitting there, I was waiting for a friend. Friend ducked out. I was like, whatever, I'm already here. I'm just gonna, enjoy it while I am. So I'm sitting there, and then later on in this night, this group of people come in, and they sit by me. And this group is like one guy and 4 girls. Isn't it the craziest thing? So, crazy story, I know. Just give me a break here. So, I'm sitting with these people, and after like an hour or so, all of a sudden they order a bunch of shots. And I don't know what these shots are called, but they look like American popsicles, right? Like they have the American flag color of like blue, white, and red. So there's a glass with a shot in it, and then it just looks like that. It's blue on the bottom with white in the center and then red on top. And they buy a bunch of these shots, and all of a sudden the guy in the group, this dude is straight, right? He's not gay or anything. He comes over and he just like slides one over by me. I'm like, what is this? What is going on here? And this chick in the group is like this little like Latino girl or something, right? And she's like, you get a shot 'cause you're a bitch. And then everybody was just like, what the fuck? Like this chick is super drunk or whatever. So I'm sitting there, I have this shot that they gave me. But I'm sitting there thinking, oh God, I've already had a couple drinks. I'm not trying to go super crazy right now. This is like, I'm gonna be heading out. I gotta drive home. This is too weird. So I'm sitting there for a second with this shot, and I'm wondering if I should take it or not. And the bartender comes up and she's like, "You all good there with that? You having a problem with that shot?" And I'm like, "I don't know if I want this." So I just start talking to the guy that bought it for me. He's like, "Yeah, you know, it's good, dude. Whatever, just drink it. You know, it's on me. No big deal." So I go, "Cool. Whatever." Start drinking that, take it down. And I felt like it was only natural or nice of me to repay the favor to that guy, right? So I called him over. He was there with his girlfriend. His girlfriend kept like looking at me, and I was like, "Hey, you know, tell your guy to come over here." So he does. I buy this guy a drink. You know, he's like, "Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like that drink." Get it for him, it's all good. So I'm still sitting there. This group will not, like, they're just sitting at the bar doing their own thing. But the chick that the guy is with keeps making comments to me. Like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" Or like, "Oh, every time I see you got a different drink." Or like, whatever, you know, she just like keeps making these comments to me. I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, you know, you're with a guy. I'm not playing this game, dude. This is too weird, right?" So she keeps doing this, right? And then later on, this group moves from the bar to a table in the bar, right? To sit and drink and talk and whatever they're gonna do. So I was like, cool, like, whatever. I'm chilling at my place in the bar. And all of a sudden, this girl, 10, 15 minutes later, comes up and sits next to me at the bar and starts talking to me, dude. And, you know, like, she could have just sat at the bar, got a drink, and went back. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, the chick was very attractive, right? She was thin. She had her hair all done up nice, like this black hair tied up, kind of like modern Kardashian style, that kind of thing. She had a top on that was all like tied and like showing skin. You know, she was attractive, for sure. But yeah, all of a sudden she sits down, she's talking to me. She's got her phone on the bar, like, I'm like, what the hell is going on, dude? You're this guy's girlfriend, like, what? So she just starts talking to me about whatever. She's like, "Yeah, I got this job and I'm with this guy. We have 2 kids and we've like moved around a bunch and blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. But I keep like looking over by the guy at the table to be like, "Hey, you want to come over and disband this whole thing? Like, I'm not cool with what's going on here. I don't know what she's doing. This is weird to me." And he's like, I can see him, right? He's like in his peripheral, he's seeing me, but not making direct eye contact. He doesn't like what's going on over here with me and his girlfriend. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, what do I do in this situation? I kept trying to like make eye contact with him, get him come over and break it up. And he's not. So I'm talking to this chick or whatever, and after drinking a whole bunch, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I said to her, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom, so, you know, just have the bartender watch it. It's no big deal. I'll just come back to my seat. It's cool. So I go to the bathroom. I use the bathroom, come back, and my drink is gone, dude. It's gone. And I look over to the right by the table. Dude, this chick took my drink and brought it to their table. And I'm like, oh no, dude. Why? Why? So I walk up to this group of people that I don't even know. You know, this chick, her boyfriend is obviously very upset about the whole situation. I would be too. It's weird. And I'm just kind of like, hey guys, how's it going? You know, like just looking like a total asshole. You know, everybody's just like, why is this guy up here? Oh, his drink's over here. So I just start making conversation. It's totally cool, whatever. And all of a sudden the boyfriend guy, you know, I'm standing next to his girlfriend. He's standing by some guy on the other side of the table. He's just like, all right, I gotta take off for a bit. And he just leaves. And I'm like, this dude's pissed off about the situation. I understand. You know, so I'm saying to everybody, I'm like, hey, you guys want to go check up on him? I think you should. I think you should. I'm looking at the girlfriend. I'm like, I think you should. I think you should go check up on him. Because he went to the parking lot to just, like, be pissed or something. So I finish my drink, and they're like, oh, well, we're going to go too. So I'm like, oh, God, now I'm walking out with them. And she's like, you want to come to this other bar with us? I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to do this. You know, this is getting out of hand. This is getting weird. And she's like, oh, well, I guess we're going home. And I'm like, cool, see ya. Just shook her hand and I got the fuck out of there, dude. And that was it, dude. That was what happened to me on Friday night. I couldn't believe it. It was just so weird. Like, what did she want, man? Did she want to be validated? Like, being with this guy for so long, did she want a guy to hit on her? After so long? I have no idea. But it was definitely weird. I'm kind of like hesitant to go back to that bar now. Because I don't want to run into that situation again. I really don't. You know, I felt bad for the dude. Just awkward and weird, right? I don't know. This would be a nightmare to me? Why would it be a nightmare to you? Just having to deal with people you don't know? I was definitely a little, like, taken aback. Alright, so we got to Bujerba. Go back to... Gotta find the next hunt. Good to know they didn't drug you or something. You know what's funny that you say that? When I got home, I thought that they did. They didn't, right? They didn't. I think I just drank too much. But I was... I had, like, fallen asleep when I got home, and I woke up and there was, like, pain in my ears. And I went, they drugged me! They drugged me! And they didn't. I just drank too much and I was overly tired and I was starting to jump to conclusions, saying stupid shit. But yeah, they didn't drug me. Nothing like that. Alright, the edge of the Nam Yensa. Alright, and then this guy's in the Giza Plains. I could try this guy. We'll see. LMAO, yeah, my overreaction. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know if I should go to a bar by myself anymore. It started out with me thinking, like, oh yeah, you know, they'll want to hang out and be chill, but you know, once I saw the dynamic between this guy and his girlfriend and all that stuff, I felt instant regret about going over there. I should have just left the drink over there at the table, dude. It was only like... There was only maybe like 30% of it left. I should have just left it and been... That's it. See ya. You know. Wait, are we in the Western Sand? Let's go this way. Alright, I gotta find this thing. I think it's, in the Nam Yensa... Shit, I should have just gone to the Wraith Wall, dude. I think I wasted a warp crystal. The Samoon Bluff? Yeah, I fucked up. Whatever, I think you can get more teleport stones later on. So it's all good. Oh, we don't have Vossler. This might make things a little difficult. But anyway, what's the word on the street? And new gaming news I gotta react to? Some Matt gaming political commentary? Right, you know I have the best takes. I say that sarcastically. I have the best takes. How long is this part? I don't know. I'm doing an optional thing of monster hunting. I'm not even sure I can defeat these monsters. This is the Simoon... No. Up here? Oh! I ran right into it. Patience, young grasshopper. Patience. Yeah, she ran over another one. Got so much work to do with Vaughn. I have to earn so many license points to get him all this magic that he can use. Alright, she... That's okay, right? Oh, I see. If you do it on one license board, it might transfer the other. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna switch these accessories. Okay. Ooh, a story update happened a couple days ago. Was that Wuthering Waves? It was a good one. Were you on the edge of your seat? It's kind of like an MMO, right? Those games? God, every time I think of that, I think of my playthrough of FF14. Dude, that game... It's a good MMO. It's a good MMO. And let me say this as a disclaimer before I say the point I'm gonna make. I'm not a big MMO guy. I'm not. But man, playing through FF14, I remember that was so boring. I think when you play an MMO, you gotta, you know, have some sort of incentive to get your new moves or new armor or weapons, that kind of thing. Like, trying to get into the story, you can. Like, people get into the World of Warcraft story, they get into the FF14 story, but for me, it was like, I just couldn't. The way it was told... Wyvern Lord, is this is the guy? Alright, hit him with a chain.
Some of this.
Kind of, even though it's pretty slow at the beginning. Yeah, you enjoyed it? I just remember my friend being like, dude, Shadowbringers, FF14, you're gonna love the story, dude. It's like a 10 out of 10. I was like, okay, this sounds sweet. I get to Shadowbringers, it's okay. It's okay, it's not the most boring thing, it's not that bad, but it wasn't, you know, I felt very disappointed. There were times, dude, when I was playing FF14 and I was falling asleep, like, you know, confirming the dialogue. Shit. I didn't even get 6. That did good damage.
Yeah.
So let's see. Shit, dude, not good. Not good at all, dude. I don't have points to unlock any magic right now. Do I have here? Check this. Didn't really do any damage. Okay, Bosch can kill him. He's doing a lot of damage here. If I, can I put Berserk on him? Alright, whatever. Throw Ash a potion. He's in critical health, so now he's... Alright, he's dead. Yeah, I was not prepared. I gotta head back to the Giza Plains. Combat is fun, though? Yeah, I like the combat in 14 as well. Yeah. I don't mind the combat in MMOs. Well, wait, what you're talking about is turn-based, right? Wait, here, I'm gonna fight these guys. I need license points. Here we go, good. Alright, the other guy was in the Giza Plains, and the other guy... Oh, Jahara? Okay, that's later on. So I've got to warp back to Rabanastre. I've got so many hunts to do. This thing... Oh yeah, the weapon shop. This is so fast, dude. A shell shield? That's a good drop, but I think it's way down here. Where is it? Oh yeah, dude, all the way down here. Alright, dark. Let's get dark. Slow and immobilize. This is good? Okay. Oh, I feel like... When was the last time I played this? Last week? I played this such a long time ago, dude. It feels like a month. It's only been probably 5 days. I was gonna get on this weekend, but I just got busy again. Alright, I'm going to Giza. Everything's stronger. You always yeah, dude, that gambit. That gambit's all about area farming. Oh, these trees. I forgot, these trees, dude, I have to knock them down to create a bridge. That's how I have to actually get to the monster. God, I'm having no luck stealing stuff. It slowly drifts to the south. Speaking of which, where's the village? Alright. I gotta stop in here and actually get the hunt. The ring, the precious ring. Gone. Yeah, this guy's a ghost. Find the ring. It's another one. I just got regen? Was that a rare drop? I think it was. White Magic 6? Is there a save point? Yeah, I gotta save this. That's the thing about FF12, dude. There's a bunch of guaranteed chests where you know what's going to be in them. And then there's a bunch of random ones where you could really strike gold. Like, that was probably a 20 to 30% chance that it was going to be regen, and I got it. Kind of cool. Alright, I gotta go around looking for withered branches. Oh shit. That's an elemental, dude. That thing... That thing's crazy strong. Prince's Kiss. Does that wake you up from sleep in this? Because there's no frog status in this game. Yeah. Dude, I don't... Oh shit, it's coming this way. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't... See this thing? Dude, the guys who made 12 are such bitches. They're like, yeah. But just put this very dangerous enemy in your path. Dude, it's coming near me, dude. I'm fucking out of here. I'm not doing it, dude. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna try going around the other way. Gotta steal some pelts, dude. This guy's not a hunt, is he? I'm gonna check him out. Let's see what's under that shell. He's weak to fire, he's got 3,800 health. He's only level 20. I bet I could kite him. I bet I could lead him, just like I did the rock toys. slow. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, it's working. Oh, he's not even that strong. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not, that one's not as bad. But as soon as, so he's neutral, right? He's gonna start, yeah, he's already starting some bullshit. Did he follow me over here? Yeah, alright. He's in this area. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a bad trap, dude. Yeah, he's starting his bullshit. He's starting it. God damn it. Gotta look at the map. Okay, luckily he's slow. What am I dealing with? Dude, these toads are everywhere. Alright, that's good. Gotta build this damn bridge. Here's my bridge, actually. Speak of the devil. I'm building this thing right now so I can cross. Shit, dude. I don't know exactly where all the places are. Usually when I would do this monster hunt in the past, I would forget about how I had to chop all the trees. And then I'd have to look it up online. Like, oh shit, I have to do all that? Thankfully it's starting to stick. I mean, this is the platinum playthrough. I gotta do everything. I've gotta defeat every monster, so it helps that I'm remembering everything from the Steam version. Alright, there's one. Hang on, did I? Never mind. I thought this was the elemental area. Alright, do we see him? I keep running into these traps. There's some driftwood. Now this is like in the story where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to leave right here. I'm just supposed to pass through, but I do want to see if I can beat this guy. Oh shit! It's him. I thought I had to go to a secret area, dude. Oh shit. Okay, hang on, hang on. I think he's fast too. Okay, try again. Alright, I slowed him down. There you go, Bosch. There you go. Holy shit. His level doubles, dude. What is... Jesus Christ.
How about some of this?
You can't just go Super Saiyan in the middle of the fight.
I must endure.
Yeah, speaking of which, dude, I was getting through Dragon Ball Super the past 2 weeks and I quit the show. It pissed me off. Akira Toriyama, man, he just can't keep up with his show to make sure the lore is accurate. I was like, dude, I've been pissed off about this Broly thing for, you know, almost 20 years. I'm not gonna let you piss me off again. So I quit the show. Fuck, I should have done another charge.
Got a surprise for you.
Why? Well, basically, so Here, in Dragon Ball, right, there's like the Super Saiyan forms, right? The Super Saiyan forms are powerful. Okay, nice, I got him. Sick. That went so well. He showed up out of nowhere and I kicked his ass. Anyway, so in Dragon Ball, everybody knows, even if you haven't watched the show, that there's the Super Saiyan forms, right? The Super Saiyan forms are like, hey, I've achieved the next level of power. I'm super strong. Well, back in like 1994, they did a Dragon Ball Z movie called Broly. I know there's a newer movie called Broly, but they did one back in the day called Broly, the Legendary Super Saiyan. And in this movie, this guy has a form called Legendary Super Saiyan. And supposedly, it's way stronger than Super Saiyan 1. So in the movie, the guys get owned most of the time and they beat him at the end through some miracle. So Dragon Ball Super, we're like 10 movies ahead of this, right? We're like 300 episodes past where this movie debuted in the series, right? And Dragon Ball Super is like, hey, here's a character that's from an alternate universe that is a female Broly. And she goes Legendary Super Saiyan. And Goku's like, oh shit, my Super Saiyan 1 form isn't doing any damage to this chick. Well, get this, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan God mode. This is like, Super Saiyan God mode is 3 or 4 levels ahead of Super Saiyan 1, right? It's been a very long time. Goku has gotten way stronger. It's been 300 episodes of the show, this or that, right? It still wasn't strong enough to beat the Legendary Super Saiyan form. I was like, dude, I rage quit the show. I'm not even kidding. I got through the episode, I put my hand on my forehead just like I'm doing now, and I was like, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama, but you are a piece of shit, dude. I can't believe you did that. So there's been no time throughout the entire franchise or the movies where somebody in Dragon Ball is able to beat Legendary Super Saiyan. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all, dude. And it drives me fucking crazy. You know why it drives me crazy? Because when you watch the Broly movies, like Broly 1, 2, and 3 from back in the 90s, they can't fight the dude at all, right? Even the way they win in those movies makes zero sense. Makes zero sense at all. So I was like, oh, in Dragon Ball Super, we're definitely gonna own this form, right? We're definitely gonna be able to beat it. And no, man, Akira Toriyama was drunk. He had to have been drunk, dude. I couldn't believe he did it to me again. He just didn't want to give me the satisfaction. But yeah, I'm like, I could finish the show. I don't think I have that many episodes left. But it still makes me mad when I think about that. I didn't think, like, at this age, I could rage about anime. I didn't think it was possible, dude. But, he struck me at my core, dude. Dragon Ball, it's gonna get to me, dude. If it doesn't add up in Dragon Ball, which is, like, a key piece of my childhood, I'm gonna get mad. It's just how it is. God. My poor friend, I texted him in the middle of the night. I'm like, dude, I'm pissed. He's like, why? Start explaining to him. He's like, yeah, Akira Toriyama. He couldn't keep up with his shit. Yeah. So he was a good friend. He comforted me when I was very pissed off. He's a good friend. I appreciate him. Damn, so these trees, this must be for a different monster. Whatever, man. I'm sure, the lore inaccuracy of that show sucks. But I bet it's like 10 times worse for Naruto or Bleach fans. Right? I don't think those shows have Super Saiyan. Right? They don't have, I think those characters have different forms. But whatever, man. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know shit about those shows before I get myself in trouble. I know how seriously people take Naruto, dude. It's insane. It's pretty surprising, dude. If you, like, let's say you decide to work out, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get on the exercise train. I'm gonna go to gyms from now on. Dude, I guarantee you, whether it's Planet Fitness or the YMCA or whatever, right? You're gonna see a guy with a Berserk gym bag, tattoo, or shirt, or a Naruto gym bag, shirt, or, you know, tote. People take that shit really seriously. The Naruto fans. Dude, I had an ex-girlfriend, you know. We just didn't work out. You know why? Because she was a devout Naruto follower who hated Dragon Ball, and I was a devout Dragon Ball follower that hated Naruto, right? And that was why it fell apart. I'm obviously kidding. But in some ways, yeah. We're from two different universes. It's just not... It didn't add up. You know, she was Catholic, I was Christian. I find it weird I could never get into those animes. I remember enjoying the first couple episodes and then dropping them after. I had a friend who loved them, Naruto, DBZ, Bleach, etc. Yeah, I'm gonna be like really honest here. And that is, I don't think it's really possible to get into Dragon Ball in 2025. And people will say, why? Why would you say that? The reason being is that Dragon Ball got into people for the nostalgic when they were younger, right? We all used to watch it on Cartoon Network, and when you watched it on Cartoon Network, there were a lot of filler episodes, and not only that, it had a different soundtrack. So there is a version of Dragon Ball Z called DBZ Kai, which cuts out a lot of the filler, but it's told differently, skips some things, and also it doesn't have that American soundtrack that a lot of people absolutely adore. So if you try to get into it in 2025, you're going to be watching Kai, or you're going to be watching the old one and be like, damn, this is a lot of filler. Like, this is taken forever. So the cards are kind of stacked against people. But I'll just say that, I'm just saying that about DBZ. I don't know about Naruto or Bleach. You know, Bleach is kind of that way. I remember watching Bleach back in, was it the late 2000s? Yeah, there's a lot of filler in that show too. But yeah, that's just what happened with the guys who made anime. Right? They were, they put out a manga, they put out their show, and then it was like, whoa, this is super successful, we have to keep this going. So then, yeah, you just have to start pulling stuff out of your ass. Like, okay, filler arc, filler episode, this takes way longer than it should. Because guess what? If your show ends, the money ends. And who wants to deal with that? People love money. Alright, I think I can move on, right? Unless, I'm gonna see if there's some rare loot here. Okay, so that regen chest That was guaranteed. Here I thought I was getting lucky. I always feel bad killing these guys, right? They don't attack, but the wool that they drop is worth a lot of gil. Alright, can I get some magic? Alright. Yeah. Oh, damn, that's 75. Alright, HP. Man, Time Mage is gonna suck until I get haste. Damn, you know what? You know how I made that joke about, you know, my ex-girlfriend being into a different anime than me? It was like, you know, different religions. Dude, I was talking to my grandma a while back, and she said, this is just like absolutely insane, dude. You know, you realize how much the times have changed. You really do, right? And that is, my grandma was telling me that, my great-grandfather did not approve of my grandfather, so my grandma's dad did not approve of my grandfather dating my grandma because he was Lutheran and she was Catholic. It's like, oh, there's gonna be problems, you know, two different types of people. It's like, dude, nowadays, that's nothing, man. If they could see how it is today, dude, where it's like, oh, I don't even practice religion, you know, or, yeah, I'm Catholic, my wife is Jewish. I mean, who cares, right? But, yeah, that's all I could think of when she was telling me that. Like, wow, things have changed a lot. This goes into a next zone. This is, oh, the Wester Sand? Alright, we can move on. No other tree? Damn. He's blinding me? Oh. God, it's gonna take me forever to beat this game, dude. Doing all these hunts and like I play it so slowly, I'm always talking out of my ass while I'm playing said game. Alright, where's the save point? I just gotta get to the village. This area is kind of cool. You can, if you go by the tall grass, sometimes snakes come out. Here, let's see. I remember it freaked me out back in the day because I used to have a phobia. I got over it, but here, come on. Yeah, there they are. Look at that. Good thing. I'm gonna ally any. Vaughn, chill. Trying to think. I gotta go to the east and then south. starting to get invested in this game. I'm starting to get amped about, you know, leveling the guys and killing the monsters. I've been having a lot of luck with the hunts. I struggle with the rock toys, but... How far am I in the game? I'm like, I'm probably like 40% through, maybe? In the story? Yeah, we still got a lot of stuff to do. Right down here? Yeah, we're doing good damage. We're not even... Yeah, everybody can cast Protect. Good armor. Oh yeah, that's right. You can fight chocobos in this game. These are wild black chocobos. Dude, when I encountered this in 2006, I was like, wait, what? Killing chocobos? That is fucked up, dude. But now I think it's kind of like raw and cool. It's fucking snakes. Alright, Cure Protect, Cura Raise. So he can use level 2 magic for spells. He can use Dark. Okay. Dealing magic damage. Aqua and Silence. Not the chocobos. Dude, I'm gonna say something that is really gonna get me in trouble with the FF community, right? If they do watch my stuff. But you know, there's chocobos in every FF game, right? And a lot of them back in the day, and some of them even in the modern day, include stuff about crystals, right? But honestly, I've been thinking, I get that those are common themes, or reoccurring themes and reoccurring, you know, things in FF, but I kind of feel like they're holding FF back at the same time. Right? Like, they can't make an FF game with, like, a brand new presentation or the way they want to, because they know they have to be like, okay, you know, it has to have chocobos, it has to have crystals in it, it has to have this or that in it, right? I mean, it usually just comes down to those two things. But like, yeah, you almost always have to incorporate riding a chocobo in the game. So yeah, I kind of feel like it's holding it back a little bit. The crystal thing and the, what is it? Yeah, the chocobo thing. You know, truthfully, my favorite FF games, 7, 8, and 10, Like, they don't have anything to do with crystals. They're just their own stories, right? They do have the summons in them. But yeah. It's just a thought. I'm not saying it should change, but it does seem like, yeah. I wish they could be a little more creative than have to do the reoccurring things. Alright, we made it to Jahara. I think this is a good place to stop. Damn, should I buy this map? No, I'm gonna save my money. Funny, because my faves do have the crystals on them besides one. You have faves? I thought you didn't play FF. I think like some, you know, especially 16 did a good job including the crystals and the chocobos, but that was a very fantasy setting, like high fantasy setting. So it worked very, very well. Right? But you know, if you do something like futuristic or slightly sci-fi, like 7 and 8 or 10, I feel like it kind of loses its place. Yeah. But obviously it doesn't, I don't know if it makes or breaks whether the game is good or not. I'm just saying. Right. What made you think that you weren't into FF? I just didn't think you cared about FF. I thought you played Sonic and anime games and what's the other stuff? Yeah. My bad. I take it back. Yeah, okay. Well, alright, man. The Tuesday night. My first one was 5 and my favorite is 6. Even though I see 9 is the better one. You're a 9er? Ah. It's okay. Yeah, 5 is cool. I think 5 would be like a really good Netflix adaptation or a movie, right? 6 is something... 6 I never thought was a bad game, it just never was my thing. But yeah, 9's okay. It's alright. You know, it needs some work. But maybe they'll fix that in the remake, right? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Tuesday night, it's late. Gotta go to bed. So, I'll see ya, okay? Hopefully I'll get back on later this week. I'm probably gonna be busy tomorrow night. Yeah, I already have 2 things I have to do tomorrow night. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. Okay? There you go. All right, take care, alright? Good night. Bye-bye. See you next